Now we're on. Now we're on. Good evening, everybody. We're going to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we got a fairly good agenda. It's not too long. Introductions. Would you like to introduce yourself, or we can tell you who we are? Do you know who we are? Or?
I know who you guys are. I'm Kristen.
She's back.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. All right, well, Kristen's back.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good. So the next thing we're do is the approval of the minutes, which we sent out. I think everybody had a chance to look at them. I would entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
So moved.
And let's see, second.
Christine.
Christine, he put your hands together.
Oh, sorry. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Whatever Lou gets out of this, she'll put it in. Let's see.
Everyone in favor, say yeah.
Yes, all in favor, aye. Okay, unanimous. The next piece of business is to consider and act upon the 2026 annual report, which Mark had sent out to all of us. Really nicely done.
Well, I mean, this is a team effort, I think, from last year. I
Sure.
kept the template from prior year, updated the dates. Here's Katie. So just refreshing folks' memories, these are things that came out of the community conversation we had. We organized them into a strategic plan in terms of what we're looking to do in the next few years. So some of the things that, working off that plan, some of the things that we're focused on were establishing a cultural district, developing networking opportunities for artists through the art mixers, engaging young artists, artistic vision challenge, trying to enhance visibility for local artists. We have an artist spotlight series in our newsletter, which we're always looking for folks to nominate an artist that we should profile. So please keep those recommendations coming in. And then looking at ways in which we can expand public art throughout town. We started this year a utility and the public art campaign. So the first, obviously, we worked hard to establish a cultural district, received recognition from the state back in June. We have a cultural district advisory board comprised of members of this commission and other members from within the district serving to represent various stakeholder groups. And we recently received an accelerator grant through Connecticut Main Street to further our work, particularly to build awareness around the district. So we're working on that currently. We continued with artist networking opportunities. Hi, Lori and Bev. We had a couple of events this year. Four throughout 2025. We're looking to increase the cadence this year and build a little bit more of a framework around that every other month. So we're looking to increase six times a year. That later. Sam has been picking up the charge on the Artistic Vision Challenge. Lori's been working on that group with Sam and with Michelle Armstead and Lynn Moore. We have four. We'll get to that later. I don't want to steal from Sam, but we have 43 registered participants this year. We'll be looking to develop our artwork display in March through April at the Fairfield Public Library. So getting off to a good start there, hoping to build that momentum, continue on. The newsletter spotlight series, we did profile a number of artists and art venues this past year. They're all listed here. The utility cabinet, we did a pilot project down on Sherman Green. We have 3 more locations identified. 2 are actually in the works. We selected artists and are working with the state to get permits in place. The third one, we're still working with the sponsor on, so hopefully we'll hear back from them soon. But we're going to do those first 3 in the spring. Hopefully we get our permits in place and do another 3 hopefully later this year. So there's what I didn't cover on the public art too. We you'll recall that we had that conversation with private developers, so incorporating public art into private commercial developments. There was a change to our zoning regulations to encourage that. As I mentioned, looking to increase awareness around the cultural district. There's an opportunity, I think, this year with the 1-year anniversary to kind of relaunch around that with some marketing. We continue to explore different funding streams. So we did get another $1,000 from the state, $2,000 this year to support our work, in addition to local support. We continue to work with to see if we can find sponsors, particularly around the Artistic Vision Challenge. Sam was great help last year. So we'll continue to pursue that. And, again, some of the other things we've talked about, conducting an artisan fair, artist trunk show, that's something I think that's a fairly easy lift for us. We're looking now at a couple dates in the summer or fall. And then we had on our agenda last year the digital platform to, again, build awareness around some of the local artists applying their work within Fairfield. So that's still out there. And that's kind of it. If you think that's enough, or if I missed anything important, emphasis, we have time. Obviously, we would want to be presenting this for the March meeting, which I think is the 16th of March. So again, open it up for comments, questions, thoughts, suggestions.
I think it's a great report, and you hit all the high points. I mean, like we always say, this is making Fairfield a destination of choice for families and for businesses, and just amplifying the cultural assets that we have in this wonderful town. Superlatives, useful. And less is more. I think it's just perfect. It's just enough to keep the attention and get questions and interaction. Engagement.
Last year, we did get a bunch of questions, and then Charlie, I always cede the floor to Charlie to make his appeal for more funding. So he never misses an opportunity to reiterate that. So, but we're good with that. We can.
I think I'm good. I see Lou join us. Hi, Lou. Thank you for joining.
Colorado.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else?
I think it looks strong.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve it, or?
Sure. Connor made a motion. A second. Christine.
I keep tying.
Just say hair by hair. Thank you, everybody. We move on to committee reports. Marketing. I know Kevin's not here. Did you have anything on marketing or?
No, nothing more. I would just work with Kevin and Connor to kind of put the finishing touches on this, polish it up.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to Matt with his Cultural District Advisory Board report.
A few highlights. Recently, a bunch of us have been participating in the Main Street Accelerator program. And so we're thinking big picture about what it takes to build up our presence in downtown, marketing, programming, identity, solidifying identity. So we've started meeting for that program, and that's been great. More to come for that. We're also looking to add one new member to the Cultural District Advisory Board. Is that still accurate? I think so.
It is, yeah.
Okay. So
Did you have a candidate in mind or?
we had a couple names that were floated already. Should I say them now or just it? No.
No, unless we talk to them.
Yeah,
Then there's that.
So in terms of visibility, also, we were talking about doing a relaunch event for the Cultural District. It's been a while. The buzz has died, we can safely say. We also never got to do the outdoor launch event that we had planned. So we were looking at June. So that's something big on the radar that we should keep everyone in the loop with and get feedback, et cetera. And signage, just how can we improve the physical signage and visual identity of the district, that people know they're in the district, talking about that. And then supporting other collaborative events that are annual, like Day of Service, July 4th, the farmers markets, things that we would have regular presence in. And lastly, compiling data. I know that you've been chasing me on this, so I'm just
Sorry, I owe you.
everyone else. So we are at a point where we owe data that shows the impact of the cultural district designation, or at least preliminary numbers. So I think we're talking about that tomorrow, but just to put on the radar.
So just to catch everyone up, the state of Connecticut provided $1,000 to support the work of the cultural district. And as part of that, there's always strings attached. So they want to document the impact that cultural districts have on the broader economy and the community as a whole. So they have reached out for a lot of statistics, in terms of number of businesses, number of creative businesses, sales and restaurants and things of that nature, some of which we have, others we don't. So part of what they were asking for is a lot of, number of arts and cultural organizations or venues within the district, and then looking at attendance and economic impact analysis, that type of thing. So I've been working with all of our partners to kind of gather the
to-do list.
information and get it back to the state. I told them it would be a little late, but that's what that data request is all about. It's a good idea. It would serve a lot of different purposes and help us tell
In the
a
past
story.
year or in how long?
2025. So they're using this as a benchmark, and then from that, then they'll look to repeat this every year, a couple of years, so to demonstrate what impact the cultural districts, recognition of cultural districts are having. And I'm sure that it's tied into their request for state funding from the General Assembly. So it's
Sam's got something. What's up, Sam?
Yeah, my question is, when we do the launch, are we going to do a big town-wide event?
Yes.
Okay, so then we can use more than just $1,000. We can start to look at doing this with the whole town, right? The different sources we have.
Yes. Yeah, we can. You seem to have some ideas, so maybe we'll chat, and you can give me some of your thoughts.
I would love to make.
We
that
haven't
work.
really thought about it other than that it provides an opportunity on the 1-year anniversary to kind of relaunch and use that as a catalyst to build awareness around arts and culture throughout Fairfield, but the district itself. So we just thought that was a good time, and we haven't really thought about how we were going to do that yet.
All right.
As part of the visibility part of it, like a low cost, easy thing we could probably do is either a window cling or decal that any of our assets in town could then display, whether it's in their window or on a door, to be like, we're part of the cultural district.
We have talked about that. Part of it all relates back to, creating a brand and identity. So our challenge, if you will, is that we've spent a lot of time branding, this exists under the umbrella of the Fairfield Arts Commission. And the big umbrella for the town is Experience Fairfield. So we're trying to figure out a way to have fidelity to both of those overarching brands, but still provide a distinct identity that we can condense into a nice logo or some representation that could be reproduced. There's a way through it. We've been talking about it. Part of, when we were thinking about Experience Fairfield as a brand, we have a lot of folks in different neighborhoods that want to have, again, their own distinct identity within that. So we were thinking of just using Experience Fairfield, and that would be, Experience Fairfield Downtown or Experience Fairfield Southport. So it's one way to relate back to the big picture, but still provide a distinct identity for each of those districts. And we were thinking something along the same lines for the cultural district within that. So it could be Experience Fairfield Downtown, and there'd be some visual representation of the cultural district. We've also talked about using things like street signs. I mean, that might be a larger, that's a larger lift, but at some point it's not uncommon for areas within the larger community to be defined, have their own distinct identity, whether that's a historic district or in this case a cultural district. Maybe there's some, again, recognition that we could convey through street signage to demarcate that you're within the cultural district. So a lot of those, but it comes back to figuring out how we connect the dots, so to speak, with the brand.
I mean, my opinion is it's just something simple that just says like Fairfield Cultural District. I don't think the commission needs to really, there could maybe be something small, but I think it's just like a simple, kind of like what the sign is off the highway, just something very simple that people could just, it gives the data. It's to the point, this is an asset of the cultural district. And that probably could be done for less than $200.
This is not a cost factor. We just need to come together as a group and talk through that.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're at this point. We've identified that for the same reason that you just did, which is it would be good to kind of, as part of the awareness campaign, we've done that with the Buy Local and other initiatives. The Chamber has done that with window cling, so it's not uncommon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to just make sure we're all on the same page with regard to what that brand is going to be.
And Matt, you mentioned you have a meeting tomorrow, right? Time and place?
No,
No?
next week.
Oh, next week. You said tomorrow.
Oh, for the district.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week. I was just talking to Mark.
And so time and date, so that everybody's aware? The place, I mean,
we will-
1 o'clock,
No, it's 3
3
o'clock.
o'clock?
The
3 o'clock, Thursday, the 26th, right here in this
26th.
room.
Okay. Thanks. We're gonna move on to Lou. We've got you on here for Public Art Working Group. Lou, anything to report?
I don't have anything to report. I don't know if Mark has anything to report on the electric box wraps.
Well, no, I appreciate both of you providing your input on, we're moving ahead with 2 of the box locations at present. So I've already reached out to DOT and provided design for their review. They've signed off on the design with one caveat, which I've cleared with our production team. So now we're working on the encroachment permit, which will need to be approved by the board, signed by the first selectman, and recorded in the land records. So we'll be doing that concurrently as we work on production. So by the time the weather improves such that we can adhere something to a box, that's what we're shooting for, like April, May, that time frame. So that's where we are currently on 2 of the 3 locations. The third, we're still talking to the sponsor, and then hopefully moving ahead with that one as well.
Thank you. Katie, on the ground?
No news today.
No news.
No news.
Okay, we're gonna move on to our Artistic Visions Challenge. Sam, you're up.
Oh, thanks. Basically what Mark said, we have 43 registered. We have an event after you guys are done here with your February 26th event, then at 6 o'clock, we have Fairfield Museum. So we're all getting together again with the participants, with a collaboration effort again. So it's moving along very well. I'm going to see if anyone from the state is going to be around on Thursday, the 26th. They can stop by. If not, I just want to keep in touch with them because they are participating in this event. So other than that, what else, Mark? I think that's it.
So we have 30 youth and 13 adult participants. This is the first year that we've opened up to adult artists to participate. As Sam mentioned, we have this final collaboration event on the 26th at the same location, the Fairfield Museum. We had a really great turnout the other week. A lot of great energy in the room. So we did get requests from people leaving that said, "Can we have another one of these?" And we said, "Sure." So we put that together. Digital submissions will be due on March 9th. The show will run from the 15th through the 10th. Looking at the April 7th for a artist reception and award program at the library.
Well,
same
at the
as
library,
last year.
right? Mm-hmm.
And then we're hoping that we might be able to extend that show sometime in the May-June timeframe. We're trying to secure another gallery location. So,
And when we get the digital submissions, we'll have more of an idea of scale of different products and stuff. So
some sound very interesting.
yeah.
1720 has gallery space.
We were talking to them.
Okay,
Yeah, I just don't know when that Ukrainian exhibit is up until.
We're waiting for that to clear out, and then we would go in after that. So we're waiting to hear back as to finalizing that.
Choice of words.
I hear you.
All right, thank you, Sam. Upcoming events and mixers.
We have two coming up. So April 2nd, which will be at the Fairfield Arts and Minds at 1720 Post Road. They do have a gallery space. It's from 5 to 7. And then June 4th, the studio is hosting from 6 to 8.
Yay.
So we have
Yay.
our next two events. So we're trying to stay in the first week and on a Thursday, like 6 to 8. So that's our hope, to keep that going so that people can plan.
Yeah.
It was jumping around too much before.
Yeah,
That's it?
that's it.
That's it.
Other business. Seeing none, I'm going to move on to public comment. Take your time, because Christine's still got 25 minutes, so.
Fast today.
I will say on the cultural district, again, we had one person leave the advisory board, so we're looking to replace that individual. But I'll circulate, there's some specific categories that the board is supposed to represent, so I'll circulate that to the whole group here. And again, if you know of somebody that you think might be a good fit, let us know, or you yourself would like to volunteer, please do so.
Thank you, Mark. I'll entertain a motion to close. Christine, second?
Be somewhere.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, everybody, thank you. Thank you, Lou. Have a safe trip overseas. Be on the mark.
Aside from